Lemon lover. Yeah, I've got a bunch of these that I want to see how they work out, so I figured it'd be a good time to do it. We had our Dark Cloud stream today, and I'm kind of just resting up for stream tomorrow. We're going to be fighting Ganon tomorrow, so. Good day for testing. Right, there we go. 3 subs from Head Mod. Let's go. That reminds me, I need to go look at the YouTube terms of whatever it is for limited partnership. Yeah. Storage. Okay, storage. Cabin, encyclopedia, pursuits. Is it the shipwright? Encyclopedia. That's our fish. Is it the shipwright? This game is fantastic. I have played all the way through this game 3 full times. Yeah, we could buy stuff there. Could. But it costs money. Alright. Let's, research. Engines. There we go. And let's rest. Alright, how's our cargo looking? Fish are okay. But we're gonna need to get rid of those fish pretty quick. This game is so good, love it so much. It's got just the... It's a perfect vibe game, right? Like, it's very chill, very relaxing, but then some horrible things going on, and it just creeps up on you. You're always under a time crunch. So it's going to keep you moving. I think we want to go over here. Yes. Alright. So, these fish don't go bad when you put them in the rock slab. There. So it's best to take these as soon as possible and put them in. Okay, we need 2 more. Creeps me out so much though. Oh my god, I love it terribly with horror. Relaxing when it's day away from the volcano. Oh yeah. Nix, welcome back. Glad to see you again. We are doing a little bit of testing on Dredge. Alright. I don't think these are the fish we want. Nope. We definitely want this, though. Yes. I want all this stuff. Got some time management aspects, got some rotational management aspects to it. Good stuff. Good game. No, those are rays. Not rays. Flounders. Can't catch you yet. We need some more of those cod. Got a shark. Yes. But we'll come back to you tomorrow. It's sleep time. Let's see. Actually, we can grab a couple fish here. Okay. Let's see. Is this game scary, says Nix? There are moments where it's got some scare factor to it, but generally not. And I think very manageable. I would say it's a little bit spookier than Luigi's Mansion. So we got like this panic thing here, which if we don't resolve, it will make us panic, and then we'll start seeing things that aren't there. And then, I mean, it's more like worry. You're worried about your ship. Okay, so fishmonger. Special order. Gold flounder, gray eel. Alright, so sell. Good there. Okay, and shipwright. No, not that. Storage. There we go. Storage. There we go. And sleep. There we go. Hey Lupo, how's it going? Lemon says, didn't realize there was more than one rock slab till I got the DLC. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rock slabs, I think. Lupo says, hey mate. Haven't seen you in a while, Lupo. How you doing? Hi, Lemon Lover. Decent. Gaming, destroying enemies, yourself? Love bronze whalers so much and have no idea why. Relaxing on holiday in Ireland. Interesting choice of location for holiday. Creepy sometimes rather than scary. Yes, there we go. Nix, Lemon nailed it right there. Creepy rather than scary. My dad had a competition here, so the rest of us came too. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Cool Pig and Lemon Lover. And we needed a cheap holiday because we're going to Japan next year. Ooh, Japan sounds kind of cool. Makes sense. Nice. 5? I found 3. Yeah, there's one in each of the regions. Hold on. Came to fish. Let's take a look at our map in a second. Alright. Do we have a map? I don't think we have a map yet. No, we do. There we go. Okay, so there's one in the central region, one in each of these, so that's 5, and then the DLC, so there's 6 rock slabs. Lupo says, what did your dad compete in? Alright. Need the rest of these cod. Which is not you. You're flounder. Yeah. I think this is cod over here. Alright, start fishing. Oh yeah, Lupo, I recommended this game to you a while ago. This is what it's like for most of it, but it's what we like to call cozy horror. So there's definitely some Cthulhu stuff in here. And kind of a dark story. What's going on in the background? Let's see. Oh, that makes sense. Stick fighting. World champion. Oh, that's cool. Got 4 golds this time. Does your dad watch... Oh, what's his name? It's an Australian guy that does the meme Got Stick. Does he watch his YouTube channel? Because that's pretty funny. Got Stick. Right. Put these in the slab. Each one of these is a different puzzle about types of fish you need to find for it. But once you find them, you get a reward. In our case, we got a new rod, or reel, whatever you want to call it, that lets us catch different types of fish. So there are... no, not that. Cabin, encyclopedia. Okay, so there are coastal fish, shallow fish, oceanic, abyssal, hadal, mangrove, volcanic, crab, I guess, and ice. So each one of those requires a different type of setup to catch. The crab ones are pots. You need pots to catch those. But you're constantly fishing for fish and then turning in those fish or selling those fish. In order to afford upgrades. Alright, see now it's dark. Our light is not very good. And there are things in the dark that want us, which is not good for us. So we need to make it back in before they get us. And our panic meter's decently high. See, like a rock appears there. That rock isn't real, but it would wreck our ship if we ran into it. Yeah, if you wanted a real competition, you don't sleep. You stay awake. Alright. So that's that. We need to go flounder too, though. Alright. Sell the rest. Alright. Need to do a little bit more fishing to pay off the rest of our debt. Mayor. Deliver package for you. Dripping slightly. Very odd. Don't talk to anybody about it. Just deliver this nameless package. Lupo says, nice. Must also show in all the bruises he accumulates. Yeah. Got stick? Yeah. Got stick guy. I don't think so, but I haven't seen it either. Have you played the DLCs? Yes. We played through the entire game with all the DLCs. I was like 5 to 10 hours into the game when I decided like I was just going to buy the DLCs. I already got invested enough. I wanted to see everything. Okay, so we need flounder. Here we go. So let us finish that request. Request pay out more than just the fish cost. Yeah, I think the DLCs are worth it. And they feel very much a part of the world. It's not like, it doesn't feel just tacked on. Okay, let's turn them in. Our ship is so slow. Alright, fishmonger. Alright, here's the other fish for that order. Okay, and some squid and a black grouper. which has to be caught at night. Night fishing is dangerous. Alright, dry dock's available. And at the dry dock, we can make improvements to our ship. Alright, so rod spaces. We want engine spaces. Which means we need metal. We got some lumber material. After that's rod spaces. We need some cloth and some metal scraps. Alright. But we got a package to deliver and it's all squishy and leaky. Let's get that. Started the iron rig stuff and it's satisfying clearing up the ooze. Yes. Hate having any panic. Yeah, it's it definitely amps up some anxiety when you start having the panic stuff. To the point I didn't realize it goes beyond the blue eye until I got the DLCs. Yes, it definitely does. Once you get like full speed, full lights, and you start doing a lot of night stuff, like things really amp up. Alright, so we want this back, and this, and this. Alright, dock worker. Tears a small hole in the paper, peeks inside. Can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Ah, smells foul. You obviously took your sweet time getting here with this. Won't let me pay for delivering this stale, but maybe I can give you this. Give him this old book. Alright, so he gave us a book, which we go... Let's see. Yeah, we got that. Messages. Yep, we found that. Ship in a... or message in a bottle. Message in the bottle contains most of the story. Okay, good there. And sustainable fishing. That's our book. We click that, and passively, as time passes, we read the book. Alright, now... need to catch more fish. Okay, stingray. Actually, I need to go back here again. I need to talk to the trader. Yeah, you can't ever get hurt while you're in town, like docked up. And you can always sleep at one of these docks until morning, when it's always safer. Alright. Sell. Sell. So there's always a safety blanket back in these towns. The problem is, at the beginning here, we are slow. Just so slow, so we can't even get out of our own way a lot. But once we unlock better engines, start picking up speed, things start getting a little bit more exciting. Dock. There we go. Fishmonger. Yep, seagulls. Definitely been attacked by seagulls. There we go. Alright, and rest. Iron Rig feels great so far. Love the calming tea. It's like a safety net. Night fishing is awful. I only do it when I'm forced to by a quest. When I finish the DLC stuff, I'm going to watch your playthrough to see what you did differently. So, Lemon, there is no difference in like whether you talk to somebody about like when you run into an NPC and they like have response A or response B, that won't lead you to a different ending or something like that. So I don't feel like you're missing stuff like that. Lemon says, just me or who was disappointed there were so few books? Okay, yes. I would have liked probably about 50% more books, yes. Feel like I never get new ones. Oh wow, I didn't realize you were this slow at the start. Yes, when you go back again, it's so slow. I think that's part of the panic. It's also part of like the calming at the beginning. It's like during the day, it's very calming. But at night, it's a cause for panic. Alright. So we need to catch more fish because we need some muties. Because so far everything's kind of cozy, except for the, you know, don't crash your ship thing. And we need it to stop being quite so cozy and get into the weird part. Because the weird part is what progresses the story. There we go. That's weird. Okay. Let's turn that in. Yeah, I know, but I don't do anything at night, and I get the impression you do. And I want to know what happens without doing it myself. Much safer this way. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we got some more eels over there. So I was playing this around the same time or a little bit before I was playing through Okami. And I found it interesting how many of the fish are shared between any games with fish in them. Like, they seem to always like featuring a lot of the same fish. I hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. Runs his finger firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of his stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. Slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric that spreads it out on the counter. Delicately patterned handkerchief. Yep. Alright, so yeah, sell the rest of the fish. Now the man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Alright. Blackstone Isle. And again. So slow. So as we're getting later in the day, and the shadows lengthen, this slow speed causes you to panic as you're trying to get from spot to spot. It's such a beautiful game, though. I had a business trip I took, and I had a couple of games with me, but I just played Dredge the entire time. Go inside the workshop. Here we go. Yes. Sign of Ruin. And arterial engine. Okay. collector. Dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Oh, Lemon, did you finish the game? Like, did you get an ending? I accept. And he installs dredging equipment on our ship. Wants us to find a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and a key. But we're gonna sleep until morning. Much safer this way. Wait, I didn't notice before, but how does he get there with no boat? I know, it's so pretty. What is the arterial engine? I don't think I got that. I got both of them. Okay. So with the DLCs, so the there's 3 DLCs for the game. There's the Blackstone DLC, I think that's what it's called. There's the Iron Rig DLC, and there's the Icy Reach DLC, something like that. So the Blackstone one is just that workshop. That's all it is. So you get the ability to grab the arterial engine, which is 7 knots in speed. Much better than, well, I mean, it's the same thing as our 14 knots, but it's a free half engine, I guess. And 5% aberration bonus. So we can catch 5%. We have 5% better chance of catching weird fish. But we can immediately move faster. Alright, so the faster you move, the more fish you can catch. The more quickly you can get to the main plot part. Let's go pick up a bottle over here. Alright, and let's dredge. Alright, dredging. Each fish has a different mini game type. Dredging is always switching between tracks like this, but they're kind of randomly placed. Okay, bronze buckle. Let's get some metal scraps. There we go. So we're already going a little bit faster. I mean, it seems really slow, but this is faster than somebody could walk. They might be able to run for a time like this, but I mean, we're going, is that 21 knots? I don't know what that is in miles per hour, but it's gotta be a pretty good speed. Alright. Fisherman, had you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. Suggested she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. Heading south. Found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Alright. Let's sell this. Okay, and then dry dock. Okay, we want more engine spaces. And we got the $100. Okay. Rod spaces. We need cloth and wood. Okay. Lighthouse keeper. Spot near the back of Greater Marrow. A natural glow back there. Builder. Difficult out there. That'd be better than this town. Okay. 2 lumber, 1 scrap, or two lumber, 2 scrap at Steel Point. As far as I know, this is the only failable quest. Really. Like, this one is like a hard fail. When I played the demo for this game, I failed that one. So I made sure not to fail it in the main game. Let's see. Lemon says, I don't think I got that. Got both of them. The good one was totally by accident, though. Oh, the good ending and the bad ending. I'm assuming there's more, right? Just the beginning of the DLC. Only played some of the Iron Rig. Looking forward to the other 2. Is it, though? It looks pretty slow, and the time's racing by. Does sleeping remove all panic or just one level? It depends on how long you sleep. So, if we rest, look at the eye, and it has like a speed at which it closes. So, yeah, it closed immediately. We were barely panicked there. But if you stay up for a couple of days, like you might have to sleep for 10 hours in order to get the panic to go away. Yeah, this seems slow because we're... That's weird. Okay, seems slow because we're out on the water, but this would be faster than a guy could run. Alright, trader. No, grieving father. Do you know any shipwrecks? And your son was lost at sea. Looking for his belt buckle. Give him his belt buckle. I guess that one's failable, but it doesn't really make a big difference. It's just one research part. And research parts are infinite. You can just keep finding them. Okay, trader. And sell that. Storage. Here we go. Let's see. How is it failable? If you are... Have you done her quest yet? I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't done her quest. I think that one's one that you might miss out on pretty easily if you moved on from town pretty quickly. Okay, thank you. I could definitely run faster than that. Yeah, for a minute maybe, but you couldn't keep up that pace. That's all I'm saying. Is that it's faster than it appears. Okay. Imagine running on the shoreline trying to keep up with the ship. You could sprint faster than the ship is going right now, but I don't think you could run consistently faster. Marathon runners do not run that fast. Okay, research part. Okay. Okay, 2 lumber. Alright, we got panic in. Let's hove to. Alright, and material pile. Okay, we need 2 scraps. There we go. The one where you take the painter to steel point. Yes. If so, I did it. To be fair, I can run for like 3 minutes max, so I'm not in good shape. No, the so if you are taking her to here, if you're escorting her, and she falls overboard because you get rammed by something at night, you can fail that mission because she never comes back. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I lost her overboard in the demo. I mean, technically you could, if you were still at sea, anytime something's messed up, you can reload your last save, because you save every time you hit a dock. But if you go back to a dock, after you lose her at sea, she's just gone forever. Okay, here's our scraps. There we go. We'll leave you for a minute. Why would you go at night? Because she asks you when you get back to the dock, and usually you get back to the dock at night. So I took her at night. Alright. Let the builder know. Got it. Alright, rest. Do some more dredging, head back to town. I did a lot of stuff at night. There's a lot of stuff that gets way easier at night, too. Alright, should be some cloth here. Yep. Okay, research parts. Cloth. So one of the things I figured out pretty early on was if you get this hook that we got from that stone over there, this lets you get most of the stuff you need to fish for quite a while. So the thing that you should focus your research on is boat speed, better engines. Don't think we can catch you guys. Coastal. We can. Okay. Alright. Weird fish. Okay, that's good. Oh, Lemon, I recommend you try to get all of the fish in the encyclopedia. I think it's worth doing. It takes a while, but I think it's worth doing. The last fish was super hard for me to find. So if you need pointers, I can help you with that, but I think it's worth it. Alright, fishmonger. Okay. Sell this one. Sell that one. He should give us a request pretty soon. Shipwright. No, not that. Dry dock. Should put in a request pretty soon for a special fish. you go there. Okay, lights. Nope. Metal scrap. Need more wood. There. Okay, that's good. Storage. Alright. Now, research. Always engines. So we need 5 for that one. We need 1 more research part. And then we can get the jet drive engines, and then that is the best thing to have. Pretty much to the end. Almost to the end. So what you have to look at is how many spaces it takes up, and these only take 1 space apiece. So if we take a look at this, this gives 15 knots, which is 7.5 knots per square that they take up. Got 25 knots, which was 8.3 knots per square. So that's how efficient they are. 35 divided by 4 knots per square. That one's 6. That one's 6. Actually, I think this one's 5. 5 squares. This one's 6 squares. But the 1 square, 9 knots per square, is the best deal. They're just expensive. But you can get as much money as you want. Always sleep before doing stuff. Also, there's a quest where you transport a dog. Yes. That one might be failable too. I don't know. But this is the only one that I failed once was this one. Always sleep before doing stuff. Can't take any chances. What gets easier at night? Apart from sleeping. Then I have to go out at night. When I got the quest, I had literally just sold a weird fish. It was so annoying. Okay. Well, okay. So let's talk to the builder. See, we got back at night. Let's get moving. Here we go. Whited out ones are better, I think. Alright, so one of the nice things is you can go next to a light here. And it reduces your panic a bit. Problem is, some things should be panicked. Like that. That is a thing to panic about. Yep. Right, dock up. And we made it. Alright. We barely made that one. Okay. Alright, so that'll give us the ability to buy better engines. Now we're just short on money. What was that? Oh, you don't know about those things yet? Oh, that is the thing. That thing is terrifying. It gets much more terrifying if you see it directly. Yeah, we just kind of like skimmed it. You miss a lot of stuff if you don't go out at night. Gotta see what all is in the world. Hmm. That's it. Let's see. It noticed you from so far away and went so fast. What do you mean it gets worse? Daytime is more than enough. Yeah, it gets worse. Each region has a monster. Like a special one. Alright, let's see, fish monitor. Alright, sell everything. Alright, research. Engines. Here we go. I already have to deal with slight paranoia, so the day is just great. Alright, and shipyard. Okay. Here we go. How much do you cost? 300, so we can afford 2. Okay, we have to sleep because you'll restock in the morning. Or maybe the next day, something like that. Yeah. There we go. All right. Now let's get going. Yeah. A little bit zippy here. Yes, need lots of lumber. That's not nearly enough. All right. I think... No, not that. We finished our book. Okay, so... Put our other book on. I hate the volcano and basin ones. I didn't find those ones to be too bad. Yeah, the mangrove one was the one that I think was worse. Key. Yeah, once you can actually get a little bit of speed going, it's not too bad at night. Once you can get away from stuff. Rune Mansion. Strange Shine. Haste. Alright. Just gotta be careful not to blow up your engines. Or call something that you can't get rid of. What are we calling? We're calling something. I can feel it rumble. Okay. Well, there he is. See him? Lemon? Off chugging along. Okay. I love haste. Haste is so good. Haste is my baby. What do you mean call something? Yeah, you can call something. Do you know what the glowing red patch in the open ocean are, by the way? Glowing red patches in the open ocean. Glowing red. I don't know what you're referring to exactly. Can you use the key to open the shed, or is it just locked forever? That key that you picked up there is just to hand over. That's it. The shed is just DLC. That's all. The only thing that's there is just those two things from the DLC. Yeah, we got a squid. Alright. Sell that. Dry dock. Okay, lumber. Upgrade. Once we get all 4 of these upgrades done, then we can upgrade to a new hull, which makes us more impact resistant and lets us hold more stuff. Bigger ship. 2 more wood. 3 wood, 1 cloth. Alright, so Lemon, because you're here. Alright, we're gonna do this. Save and quit. Confirm. Load. Charred pontoon. Yeah, so the first time that I played through it took 331 game days to beat. Then the next one was like 275, and the next one was like 225. I think I could actually get it under 200. Alright. What are we on? Okay, separate here. Haste. Alright. Open ocean time. Sometimes when I rest at cliffs, I see glowy red patches, or I guess clouds in the open ocean. I don't know. Oh, there's little sparkly things in the water, if that's what you mean. Over the top of fish schools. If you mean that, then that just says that there's something special there. Either an aberration or greater than normal, like better than normal thing. Alright, have you gone to the edges of the map yet? You are so fast. Okay, so we're gonna go to the edge of the map. So if you don't want a spoiler about what's at the edge of the map, I understand not watching. But otherwise, we're gonna go call something at the edge of the map. Okay. Very close. If you capture a picture of it, post it on Discord. Spoiler's fine, because I'm sure not doing it myself. Uncharted waters. Turn back. Here we go. There it is. Oh, got swallowed. Will do, but I get back on the 14th, so it might be well. That's fine. Alright, return to the menu. Yeah, there are ways to get the attention of the great beasts. One of those is by going to the edge of the map. Actually, so it turns out there is lore on this game, by the way, because it does follow the Cthulhu thing. That thing that just swallowed us, I don't think it's good, but it's definitely fighting the other thing. I've been wondering what's out of the bound thing was. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think that thing is good, but it's definitely not as evil as the other thing that you already know about. Anyway, yep, so that is our test of Switch 2 hardware using the cartridge from Dredge for Switch 1. Oh, that's what happens when you die. Yep. Alright, so thanks everybody. That's all for this. Tune in to live streams as they're going on. We're doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing like 5 live streams a week, something like that. And daily episodes of other games going on. So check them out. Anyway, thanks for everything. Hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. If you are, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.